Continents versus continents. Of course, this is only one definition of continents. I know sometimes the Americas are considered one, and of course others have Eurasia as a single continent. I've even seen Afro-Eurasia. I do love that we have Oceania, although it's spelled, I don't know. Okay, hold on. There we go, that's better. Of course, there is no Antarctica because, well, only 11 people live there. They probably wouldn't have a chance of winning. Oh, I didn't even realize this is all in a different language. That's what explains Australia. Of course, the biggest continent far and away is Asia in this game, but they're not that much further away from North America. Also, we have to keep in mind this is a flat map and it's in a game that, you know, has pixels. Technically, projections are always going to be slightly off since we live on a globe. South America actually much bigger than Europe. The technical order is supposed to be Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, and Europe. Okay, so Europe is small, bigger than Australia though. And of course, they're all starting off with the same economy for now. However, I am leaving revolts on here in the very beginning, and I almost want to guarantee we're gonna see some. So just because your continent gets eliminated first, I think there's still a high chance they come back. I would say I'm looking at you, Australia, but Australia's so nicely cornered off, I think they might be safe for a while. Europe is likely to struggle since they'll be attacked from 3 different sides. So here we go. There's technically no like ocean to pick up because the continents already have sea tiles. And we already have the first war, Africa versus South America. That first war is broken out, but yet there's still no alliances, interestingly. That should be only a matter of time. We also have now Europe versus North America. Why would Europe declare war on North America? I guess they're trying to take the fight to them first before they get smashed. Interesting capital location for some of these continents. This looks like it's like in Austria. Meanwhile, Asia's capital is definitely in China. Africa's going with maybe close to Nigeria. Maybe we have Brazil and South America and kind of DC or New York for the US, North America. So Europe is actually slightly pushing into North American territory. They're grabbing sea tiles and they're actually starting to get right up on the coastline of Greenland. Wow, so a lot of the smaller places starting to do some action. Australia now going after Africa. Africa was in a 2-front war, but they pieced out with South America. This is actually big. Europe has officially cut off Africa from being able to invade North America. That is, for now, Africa, I guess, could attack Europe and gain those tiles back. And now we have Asia versus Europe. I knew that one was going to happen. Now, the Europeans might be somewhat safe because of the Caucasus mountain range, although they are immediately pushing into the Balkans. I was more concerned about this line here. Oh, Europe has just lost all their money. Oh, this is it. I wonder if the US is going to jump on in. The US only has $63 though. Sorry, I didn't mean to call them just the US. South America with 300. So we might immediately lose the Europeans here unless somehow they peace out, which is definitely possible. They literally might not, but no. Okay, the Europeans instantly dead. Meanwhile, now we have Australia versus, or I guess I should say Oceania versus Asia. And now the Asian nation is actually pushing into Oceania. They have made it to continental Australia. Oh no. This is a lot of land for them to pick up though at the same time. So we have Africa gaining the southern part of Italy, also all of Iberia and western France. Meanwhile, North America picking up Ireland. This is becoming 1984. This is literally just 1984. Then a race between North America and Asia for the Nordic lands. Once again, Africa is going after South America, and Oceania is slowly kind of slowing down the Asians. What do I call the people from Oceania? Oceanians? Or is it just Australians? Oh man, they're running out of money fast though. North America needs to probably declare war on Asia at some point. Interestingly, there are still no alliances. Oh, there it is. North America has declared war on Asia, which might be able to keep Australia safe. You would think they'd make a friendship like right now since they have mutual enemies. Then there's Africa versus South America, but it's really just a battle in the Atlantic. It's strictly naval positioning. This is going to be very tough because, yeah, there's not much of a jumping off point for the North Americans, and they've pieced out. Asia's pieced out with both continents. Australia really needs to get that economy moving again. There still hasn't been a war between the Americas just yet. Do they have some sort of an alliance? Oh, there's the first alliance. Asia and Africa. I didn't really see that team forming, but that's very smart of Asia. Now, maybe they can pull Africa into a war against, yes, they did. So they're both, Africa and Asia are both going after North America. This is an interesting team because if Asia allows Africa to gain too much of the Americas, then Africa is going to be the strongest power. Now also South America invading North. Okay, so literally North America is fighting everyone all their neighbors. The North Americans are moving into Venezuela and Colombia, and they're slowly, they're actually pushing into Asia. Did Asia run out of money yet? Asia did run out of money. Uh-oh. And now Oceania is coming in. They're actually taking back Australia. But how long is this going to last? Maybe this is why Asia and Africa got that alliance up. Now the North Americans have to fight the Africans. Oh, there's a peace deal though. Asia's still at no money. They still have to fight here, so they're not able to gain like a foothold, or they're not able to gain any money. After this peace deal with Oceania and Asia, does North America attack again? Wow, North America actually gained so much land out of that. They're trying to save the Europeans here. I wonder if there's going to be a revolt now. Yeah, okay, of course, North America and Oceania, they have their own alliance. It's just South America that's left out. I don't really know who South America joins. It's possible they join the African Asian team. Man, Australia is actually still going, even though though they only have 46 gold. They'll probably peace out soon, though. Does Africa also have no money? No, they still have some. Just waiting for North America to attack at some point. Is Australia just going to keep on going until they get to that capital? That capital is very close. South America has now declared war on Africa. That's going to help out the Oceanians a lot, because remember, they're still at war, and now they can push in. So this is going to distract the Africans. Oh, there's already a peace deal. Okay, so the Australians/Oceanians, they got up through Indonesia and a majority of the Philippines. They're only maybe like 15 pixels away from that capital and taking over all of Asia. Meanwhile, North America decided to attack South America, and they're also still going after Africa. So there is a race to pick off this continent, which still has no friends. If they get small enough, I think they'll be forced to join at least one team. They probably don't have a choice. It looks like Africa's way closer to getting to that South American continent. They have a lot of money, though. And keep in mind this gold window. Now, this changes drastically, but whoever's left with the last amount of gold when there's only 2 nations left, I mean, they're the more likely one to win. There goes North America back after Asia, but they're fighting. Oh my goodness, it's a two-front war. Asia's only at 100 gold, but they're losing gold fast. Meanwhile, it's about similar. It's going to be a stalemate almost. Oceania is probably not, unless, I mean, maybe they will. Oh my goodness. If they peace out, then they won't take it. Oh, that is crazy. Asia is so close. North America peaced out at the same time too. That would have been insane. I don't think they had a choice. Asia just had to peace out. Africa's also losing a little bit of land to South America. The Americas have also peaced out. This is so crazy. Oceania, who is one of the smallest continents, I guess, very close to taking out the biggest, but they're gaining a lot of gold really, really fast. Oh, you're going to want to, oh man, they're gaining gold way faster, more than likely, than the Oceanians. Yes, that's definitely the case. But man, the North Americans now have all of Europe almost under their control. Not all of it, because I guess Asia still has Greece and Africa still has Lower Italy. Now, does the teams at some point like kind of switch at this point? There's now another peace deal in the Americas. The Americas really didn't gain much land in, well, I guess the North Americans didn't gain much land. Here we go again. Will the Australians do it? The Australians and New Guineans and New Zealand's, all of them. This is where the push begins. The problem is Asia definitely has more money. Oh yeah, they're pushing them out. Oh no. It was actually Africa that started this war by declaring on Oceania. They're also losing ground in, oh, Asia lost money. Oh! And that's gotta be Asia. We just lost Asia. They're probably spending so much money trying to defend the massive front against America too. North America, that is. Sorry, I keep messing up. So this completely changes the game. First of all, Africa no longer has a friend. Africa is gonna have to team up with South America now. Also, how much are they really gonna get? They are not moving that quickly. Oh, part of it is because North America is still at war, I think, with Africa. Yes, so they're not able to go after a lot of this open territory now. Also, the Americans are gaining way more land in Asia than the Oceanians, and that, again, that's because they've ran out of money almost. So there is a peace deal. So there might be a backstabbing that goes on. I bet you there's a fallout between Oceania and the North Americans because they're just getting too powerful. Okay, so there it is. South America and Africa have teamed up, but does this fallout happen now that they're bordering each other? I think it might. All right, well, Oceania got there. They kind of stopped the North Americans from gaining everything. I mean, they got a huge chunk of obviously China and a large, like maybe half of India. Now, this is where America might face problems because they have to face a pretty long front against Africa and America. And if this falls apart, then that could be an issue between like these two. I want to check the area map mode, but I want to make sure they gain everything first. Oceania has just declared war on Africa. Oh, that's just because this war has begun. So this team is much more powerful, but they've pieced out. Oceania is actually gaining a little bit more land here in Siberia. Gold-wise, South America is still winning economically. Obviously, North America is way out ahead in terms of land area and also max land area. They're way bigger than Asia's ever been. And here we go. South America has dived them in. Now, Oceania has the peace deal broken up? No, they're still an alliance, but for some reason, Oceania is not coming to the aid of North America here. That's an interesting development. I mean, if you really think about it, all three are going to have to team up right now to even come close to North America's power. Is North America potentially going to run out of money, though? That's the big question. South America has 1,000. Oh, but Australia's feeding gold. I see that gold flashing across the screen. It's Africa that's going to lose money first. Oh man, this is why the alliance has to break up, because Oceania can continue to feed gold. North America's gaining gold fast. This is probably not enough. Oceania's declared war on Africa, and now North America is backing them up. Question is, if the South American-African alliance falls, who gets most of this? Is it Oceania? Oceania maybe has a chance of catching North America. They got to get really lucky, though. North America's down to 250. They got down to 250 for a second. Africa, why would you declare that war? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Maybe they really think that they have an advantage here. Maybe they see that economically the North Americans are struggling, and that is the case. Problem is Africa's somewhat struggling too. They're fighting two different fronts, but then again, Australia hasn't made it to Madagascar yet. They are extremely close. At any point, they'll get there. The good thing about declaring war on both is Oceania can't feed North America gold. Oh man, the North Americans are really winning their front in the northern part of South America. They've taken over all of Colombia and all of Venezuela. They're getting down into the Amazon rainforest. They ran out of gold. Yep, they officially ran out of gold. They're at 0. Let's see how long they can keep this war up, though. This is where this team really needs to come back. You got to get all your territory back. Africa, so does South America. Problem is, South America is not going to gain much here in the central part of America. It's just this thin strip of land and a lot of the Caribbean. You need to keep going. The issue is, how is Oceania doing? They still have a lot of gold, but luckily they're losing land. I mean, I guess if you want to say luckily. The underdogs, oh, they're at 36. They had to peace out. They had to peace out right there. So Africa's gained a lot of the middle of the map, basically the majority of Europe. So tick, 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 here they come, coming on back. South America's, yeah, this is the problem. Africa is the one that really has the potential of gaining a lot of land, though, and getting all of Asia. So Africa's declared war on Oceania, which pulls them back into a war. Did North America have enough time to gain enough gold? I don't know. Oh, but South America's not involved. I guess it's not that big of a deal. They would run out of gold faster. It doesn't really matter. They've already ran out of gold. Here we go. So that was actually a smart move. Africa's got to declare war on Oceania. So again, they don't trade, gold around. This is Africa's chance to get a lot of Africa's chance to get a lot of Asia. Oceania is still going to be a threat to Africa, though. That's for sure. Oh, South America is now feeding Africa, doing some gold donations, even more so. Oh boy, be careful though, South America. You might be just making a massive empire. Uh-oh. Is Africa already going to destroy North America? No way. They're so close to DC. No, I think they're going to peace out. They're going to find a way to peace out. South America's still feeding gold. Africa's really slowing down though. Those borders, there it is. Okay, I figure there's going to be one more peace deal. Wow, Oceania, you've got to backstab America. You have to do it. Africa has Quebec. Wait, has there already been another? Oh, I thought there's already another war. I feel like the alliance is going to break down now, but I don't know. North America's still gaining gold fast. You can't let this go on for too much longer. Okay, so there's the war. Oh, this is it. And is South America involved? Yes, South America's involved. North America's done. Yeah, they're going to be done. Time to backstab Oceania. You have no choice. Oh, but they're not at war. I guess Oceania, they're dead. All right, well, Africa's going to be the #1 power, easily. Smart move there of Oceania to just go immediately after Africa, especially because they don't have the most gold. You got to try to pick way more stuff up, and you have to pray that South America betrays Africa. That's super possible. All right, well, South America's going to get some of this stuff, but again, there's not a whole lot of land tiles for them to take here. South America is technically really close to that African capital, but I don't think, would they fall instantly if they lose their capital? They've got so much land, I don't know. In terms of max territory, Africa is now #1, the biggest nation that we've ever seen. It's everybody versus everybody because, wait, what the heck? Everyone just joined the same team now. What? Africa joined the South American coalition. Is that it? Did they just call it right here? Wait, don't give money. The heck? Who's giving? Don't give away money. Okay, South America has now just abandoned Africa, but Oceania is still on their side. Oh my goodness, why are you doing this, Australia? Don't give them more money. Technically, okay, this is actually where things get a little bit interesting though, because South America is very close to the African capital. There's also a massive war going on in North America. Okay, so they did peace out for now. South Americans still haven't landed in continental Africa just yet. Oh man, they are so close. Now, does Africa just instantly die? They were in the middle. They peaced out with Oceania. I guess they were at war. Africa doesn't instantly die because they still have a capital back there in Asia. The issue is if they're now, they're peaceful with Oceania. Oh my goodness, Africa survived. They survived by moving their capital back. They can now gain money, and they're also still friends. Momentarily, they were at war with Oceania, but then they became friends again. Maybe Oceania started to realize, wait a second, South America's gonna win this game if we're not friends. But Oceania, you don't really have a choice. You gotta start eating. You gotta start eating Africa if you want to even have a chance of winning this game. Oceania actually has the most gold. South America is going to lose, actually, if they aren't careful. South America has pretty much all of the Americas. Oceania is still feeding Africa, and they peace out so fast. Ooh, South America, this is an issue. This is a very big issue for South America because they don't have any friends. They don't have anyone giving them gold. Can they make it all the way to this capital without the help of, okay, well, that's gonna change things. Oh my goodness, now they've teamed up with South America. What is going on? It is literally anyone's game. I don't care how big somebody looks right now. It can be anyone's game. South America's feeding so much gold. But if the Africans just lose out, oh boy. Oh, you're so lucky you pieced out. It is still anyone's game because of the way alliances are changing and gold's flying around. Now, Africa just keeps switching teams. Oh man, now they're at war with South America. They just lost a ton of land. And now South America just got kicked way out because they ran out of gold. The thing is, I think the AI switches once like somebody gets super weak and another one gets super powerful. powerful, they realize, oh, we have to be friends to stop this other power. It is so huge that Africa moved their capital to the middle of Siberia. The only one that really has a chance of getting that is Oceania, and if they stay peaceful like this, well, then there's no chance. Again, everyone is now teamed up again, and now oh, look at this! Okay, so South Africa is now feeding Oceania almost as if they know that Oceania has the only chance of taking out Africa. Now, that is the alliance that probably makes the most sense. Okay, well, the alliances, again, continue to make no sense. I swear, I feel like continents versus continents, whenever I do these simulations, they always seem like they'd be the most boring, but in reality, they always have some crazy surprises. It's always the alliances that throws things way off. Oh my goodness, Africa just annexed Oceania. They just unified Oceania. They vassalized. Oh, no way. Well, this is it. I don't know what South America can really do at this point. How did they just annex them like that? I guess they were just so overwhelmingly powerful, and maybe they got enough gold. And that is it. Africa with pretty much a diplomatic victory, a masterclass in diplomacy. Africa looked like they were going to lose, and then they annexed Australia and then just beat up South America. My patrons on Patreon, thank you. Carino is best girl. Sebi, if you hear this, I love you. Jack Draven's annoying friend. I can't sleep without Drew's voice. Drew on your dad, back with the milk. Look outside. Amateur archaeology. A fat normal. Carmel S. Frederick Tiddle. Inquisitors. Joe Mexican. John Denver. Carino is best girl. Lemons Lines. Luxembourg Lover. Orton 516. Robert Rye the Pie. The Great Ralphie. And Zany Boy